Hello my beautiful drone flying friends. So today we're going to talk about how much money you should spend on a drone. If you're new to this channel, please remember to subscribe and hit that bell notification because I'm going to share everything that I've learned through buying and flying drones over the last few years, and I'd love to share that with you. Okay, let's get over to the content. Now the thing about drones is that there are so many types. You've got toy drones all the way down to like under $20 and then you've got on the other end of the scale super professional cinematography level drones that are also capable of professional level surveying. Stability software is amazing and they can go up to 10 or 11,000 US dollars. So where do you choose a drone that's best for you? In this video, we'll go through kind of the three classes of drones that I think are so very important to know about, and also a few options for you and the most important things that you need to consider. Okay, so the first thing that you need to consider is, what do you actually need your drone to do? Now, what I recommend is you write down 3 things that your drone needs to be able to do. For me, it was to be carried every single day as part of my vlogging series for my business development on LinkedIn. And then I needed it to be able to take high definition footage that was suitable for YouTube. And that was really about it. And so look, I wasn't looking at toy drones anymore. You know, toy drones are one end of the spectrum where they're just fun to fly around inside, bash into stuff, and that's not what I was after. I was after that next level up. So yeah, write down the top 3 things that are important for you, and don't get too swayed by the marketing messages of the different drone companies. Just focus on that list and make sure that whatever drone you are looking at can at least satisfy those 3 components. The second thing that I think is really important to cover is the budget you have. Now, drone companies are pretty good at selling you the latest next best thing. But to be honest with you, sometimes, and arguably for a lot of people, the next best thing isn't the best thing for them. It can be that, you know, the DJI Mavic Air 2 is DJI's most recent drone, and it is amazing. It looks awesome, but I wouldn't upgrade my Mavic Air at the moment just because even though it's got better camera stability, my DJI Mavic Air just does everything that I need it to do and nothing more. So that's perfect. You know, the moment that I start having an issue with this drone is the time that I should upgrade, and the DJI Mavic Air 2 will be on my list for consideration, no doubt. Okay, so what I want to do is go through the 3 levels of drone that I think broadly fit into what most people are looking for a drone. So let's start with the lowest level, which is a toy drone. So a toy drone is anywhere between $17.99 all the way up to $399, and that's the DJI Mavic Mini, which is a fantastic beginner drone. Go check out the article that this video is based on. Go to droneflyingpro.com and then type in "how much should I spend on a drone" in the search. Or I'll link it in the description below and then you can just go straight there. But I've listed different options in this sort of like different price range and different categories, and toy drones are really for people that just want the experience of flying a drone. There's no fancy cameras necessarily, and like I said, you're spending up to about 400 US dollars for something like the DJI Mavic Mini, which is a fantastic drone, and it still does high definition 2.7K footage. So it's not, you know, a terrible drone, but the lower end is like $17.99 drone. Literally, you're going to get about a minute's worth of flight time, no stability issues, and it's just going to be fun to fly around. Even the best pilots in the world will struggle to fly the lower end of the toy drone spectrum. So yes, with more money, you get more features, stability, better cameras, or cameras, you know, in this range don't exist in the lower price ones. So yeah, if you just want to fly around, you should spend somewhere between $20 and probably, let's say, if you want something a little bit higher end in that price range, DJI Mavic Mini is the perfect place to start. You get a camera, it's compact, it's small, it's got 30 minutes of flight time, and importantly, it's under 250 grams, which means that in the US, you don't need to register it. Okay. This is the level of drone that I think a lot of people think about when they consider buying a drone, and that is the intermediate consumer or prosumer range. Now, the difference between the toy and the kind of consumer or intermediate prosumer range is that these are starting to get serious. They have sensors, they're easier to fly because of that. They have dedicated remote controls that a lot of thought has gone into. And you know, that's where I actually bought my first drone, the DJI Mavic Air, because below it, I considered everything below that a toy, you know, something that I wouldn't feel comfortable sending out over water outside in weird, windy conditions. But the guy that I bought this off, which was a second-hand purchase, the DJI Mavic Air, he was like, you probably don't need another drone unless like you want a better camera. And I completely agree with him. After having this for about 2 years, it's just a fantastic piece of kit. And so this cost me 800 Australian dollars, which is like $2 US. And yeah, it's incredible. It's a really great drone, and this goes all the way from about $800 all the way up to about $1,500 for the DJI Mavic Pro. Now, there's no doubt that you're getting better features for that extra amount of money. But once again, go back to that list in the beginning and be like, do I need these features, or am I just paying for stuff that I would never use and never see the benefit of? And so, yeah, for me, and I think for a lot of people, this is where you want to play in this range. So you've got the Anafi Parrot, which is about $650 US, which is an incredible drone, right? Like, it does high definition footage. It's got zoom, it's got stability, it's got automatic height capture features, it's got follow modes. All of these are fantastic for the new drone flyer, and $650 US isn't much to spend on a drone that you trust, which is what you're really buying a drone for, is making sure that you trust it when you send it out into the world. And then the Pro series, they're fantastic drones, but if you don't need to spend that much, maybe the lower end of this, the Anafi Parrot and the DJI Mavic Air, which I really love. I wish they had an upgrade to this rather than making it like a Air Pro hybrid. Yeah, it's a fantastic drone. It fits well in my bag. It packs down to almost nothing. I love it. So this is where I think a lot of you will be buying drones, and you should spend, if you want these advanced features, that $650 to the $1,500. And then, yeah, if the drones in that area don't give you what you need to look at the next level up, which is the Pro drones. Now, Pro drones, if you're watching this video and you just need a Pro drone, you probably know what you need anyway. And so here we're looking at the DJI Phantom series, which go from about $2,050 all the way up to the Firefly Alto, which is a fantastically amazing, massive drone for $10,809 currently at time of making this video. So, really, these are specialized drones. You know what you want a drone for. You are buying a drone because you want it to do a specific task. Take good footage, survey a certain area, have a certain stability, go to a certain flight height. Like, all of those things you will know before you start spending thousands of dollars on a drone. And so, yeah, professional series drones really are only for those people who have got a very specific use case. And so if you're just an average flyer like myself, or a hobbyist, or someone who's keen to get out and take some drone footage, I'd stay at the next level under and save those dollars for accessories and extra batteries and new propellers and traveling to places so that you can get awesome drone footage, because that's what this is all about, isn't it? Now, in terms of how much you should spend on a drone, remember that you don't have to buy a first-hand drone. So go check out my other video on how to buy a second-hand drone. That is so important because that's what I do. This is what I did with the Mavic Air. It had 4 hours of flight time. It wasn't beat up, it was as new condition, and I saved hundreds of dollars, probably about 500 Australian dollars. And it's just been an absolutely awesome drone to have. So go check out that video because I go through everything that you need to consider. And on my my article that I link in that video, I have got a checklist that you can take with you to make sure that your drone is something that isn't going to be a lemon, and it is a good drone that won't fail on you. So yeah, go check out that video and the article that's attached to that video because it will help you a lot. All right, so how much do you need to spend on a drone? Well, really, that's up to you. You should spend greater than, let's say, about $600 if you want the Parrot Anafi, if you want that mid-range drone. And that's really, I think, where a lot of people will buy a drone, somewhere between that $600 range all the way up to the $1,500. And then underneath that, the toy level, I probably wouldn't go any lower than the Mavic Mini if you're serious about drone flying, and that retails for about $399 US at time of recording this video. So go check out my article which this video is based on, so at droneflyingpro.com, and I'll link the article in the description below. But let me know, like, how much should you spend? Really, you know, it comes down to what you want it to do. Let me know any tips that you've got and you want to share with the rest of the viewers. And yeah, fantastic. I shall see you in the next video. Good luck with your purchase, and I hope it is a successful one.